It's been a long time. Come on. Yeah. Hey, yo, it's my life, my time, my rights, my rhymes, my grind, my struggle, hustle, sweat in my blood too. A predator smells fear, and I smell a lot. My competitors fled scared, cause they smelled I was hot. I want it all. Excess, the sex, much success, stress up. I want it all, no less. So come on.
What up? It's your boy T-Bro on Reaction. Today is Wrestling Wednesday. This Wrestling Wednesday is dedicated in honor of the late great Sabu, who we sadly lost this past Sunday as well too. And this is a coalition to Sabu as we talk about one of his all-time rival, Tazz, but this is as Tazz as being an iconic commentary duo along with Michael Cole. So, everybody talk about how great Jim Ross and JR are through the Attitude Era and the side of Raw as well too, which they were. Trust me as well too. We got other like Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby Heenan. We got Pac. What's his name? Mike Tenay and Don West as well too. RP Don West and good amount of others as well too. Oh yeah, Troy Savani and Bobby Heenan as well. But one iconic duo that was pretty awesome and during the Ruthless Aggression era, holding down the SmackDown side was none other than Michael Cole and Tazz as well too. Though they have some moments together as well too, especially with many times Tazz had Michael Cole's back. Anytime a heel try to get as well too, Michael Cole low-key had Tazz back with some do words when a heel takes like Tazz as well too. One of my favorite moments was save each other moment or have each other back moments was when Michael at the week after Michael Cole got Stone Cold Steve Austin during his heel run, gave Michael Cole a beat down for no reason. Then for reason because of him supposedly talking bad about Vince McMahon because how he saw the Vince McMahon, and Tazz stood up for him as well too. And then when Kurt Angle snapped at losing, and he gave Tazz ultimatum to join the Crusades against the ECW for a one-night stand, and he didn't, and Kurt Angle took him out or anything. Some lovely awesome moments with you too as well too. So other than that, we're going to check out these moments as well, so let's get it.
Michael Cole and Tazz are synonymous with the glory days of SmackDown.
Yup.
Their commentary was crucial in painting the picture for iconic storylines.
He's in trouble! Payback! Payback is hell.
And incredible matches we remember fondly.
I've been in some matches in my day, some battles, and I've witnessed a lot of them. I don't remember one this good.
Cole and Tazz provided a sports-like presentation.
Angle stun!
That's right. Remember they had their own little sideshow too.
Unbelievable!
They had immense passion, energy, and chemistry that provided the lyrics to countless classics.
Yup. Yup.
Some of which we'll highlight today.
Oh, young Dominic.
By showcasing 10 matches, Michael Cole and Tazz helped make...
This is why Michael so passionate with the whole thing with Dominic, because he was there to witness the whole thing with the custody battle between Dominic ever since between Eddie and Rey Mysterio as well too. You got some jokes who just want to be whatever because they love heels. They still claim that Eddie is his real father, whatever. But anyway, that's why he's passionate about Dominic being who he was, what he turned into, because of he watched him grow as a kid and he felt disappointed,
Make iconic with their commentary. The culmination to Eddie Guerrero's redemption story at No Way Out 2004 was one of the most emotional, heartwarming moments in wrestling. After years of addiction, pain, and struggle, a clean and sober Eddie finally got his chance at the WWE Championship when he faced Brock Lesnar.
I am an addict. About 3 years ago, Holmes, they carried me straight into rehab. Through all that time, bro, through all those 3 years, not only did I wind up losing my jaw, I lost my wife, I lost my kids, and I lost myself. I disgraced my race, I disgraced my family, and I disgraced myself. Day by day, I have earned my life back.
The build-up on
First, you know why he showed the Ring of Honor, because they did like took him out of there because of he was out of WWE for a while, so he did Ring of Honor for a good minute because of that.
On TV was cinema that carried over to the pay-per-view, as the massive underdog story was beautifully told by Cole and Tazz.
Eddie Guerrero, tonight is a chance to prove there is indeed a way out.
Despite everything Guerrero had overcome, it felt like he needed a miracle to defeat the dominant Lesnar. But with everyone behind him and fueled by the hype from the crowd, it was Eddie's night. When Goldberg interfered to spear his rival Brock, we all thought Latino Heat had won it.
What the hell? Spear! He's gonna steal it! Oh my God! And he's gonna...
Then with the ref down, Guerrero resorted to his trademark lying, cheating, and stealing by DDTing Brock on the title belt.
Here it comes, Cole! Out of the goal!
From there, Eddie climbed to the top, performing his signature frog splash. Tazz's iconic call of Eddie cheated could be heard while the crowd urgently cheered Guerrero on.
Eddie cheated! Frog splash! 2! It's time!
Against all odds, Eddie was the new WWE champion. It was like the conclusion to a magical fairy tale, a true storybook kind of ending. The legendary final call from Cole still gives us goosebumps to this day.
It's a different kind of high tonight for Eddie Guerrero!
It put Eddie's battle into perspective and summed up an incredible special night.
Eddie Guerrero will no longer be called Addict. Tonight, Eddie Guerrero will simply be known as WWE Champion.
Lesnar challenging The Rock for the Undisputed title at SummerSlam 2002 was a coming out party of sorts for Cole and Tazz. That's because it was the first major pay-per-view main event they would call together. Originally, Raw's JR and King were penciled in to commentate for Rock vs. Brock, despite it being a SmackDown match. But the Blue Brand's head writer at the time, Paul Heyman, fought for Cole and Tazz to be on the call.
This is a hill for me to die on. Michael Cole and Tazz should broadcast The Rock versus Brock.
And this is the other reason why, let's put the kayfabe thing aside, this is the other reason why they became a good duo, because of Paul Heyman. You know, at the time, Paul Heyman was the head writer of SmackDown as well, too, head booker, head writer of SmackDown, so he wanted them. That's why Cole at the time commentating was great, as well as Tazz, because of Paul Heyman as well, too. Now, I mean, he made KVY him because he's piece of shit as a kayfabe, like currently right now, but aside from that, he's definitely was a good part of the Ruthless Aggression era with the SmackDown side as well too. So yeah.
Because number one, they're the SmackDown team. Number two, I don't know how much JR and Jerry Lawler will know of the intricate storylines that we're telling on SmackDown about The Rock versus Brock.
This was after Vince McMahon's executive producer goon, Kevin Dunn, had referred to Cole and Tazz as the B team, which naturally lit a fire under the two, as well as Heyman, who defended the duo while firing back at Vince.
Typical mole rat Kevin Dunn, man.
And his minion Dunn.
Your Raw team is much like your Raw show. It's the B team on the B show, and it could be the personal favorite here as the flagship, but we're whipping Raw's ass in terms of viewership, and unless you want a B team calling your title match, Michael Cole and Tazz should close the show. And the heat on me for that was so huge.
It's our pleasure now to send you down to ringside to the SmackDown announcers, who will call the SmackDown main event.
At SummerSlam, The Rock and Brock worked a masterclass in the ring.
Rock's on a hollow ball, in the ring, and here we go! The Rock and Brock colliding!
Meanwhile, Cole and Tazz provided expert analysis, telling a tremendous story on commentary.
Yes.
What a hit! What a hit!
They noted the injured ribs of Rock and how Lesnar worked on them for much of the match.
Into the ribs! The injured ribs of The Rock! Again!
Good call, man.
The Rock will do anything to keep the title. He'll never use those injured ribs as an excuse, but he's never faced a man like Lesnar before.
Oh, wow! The ribs.
The announcers also mentioned how the next big thing had previously taken out Hulk Hogan using the same strategy.
Brock Lesnar's massive arm sucking the life out of Hogan, causing internal bleeding, blood dripping from the mouth. Will The Rock suffer the same fate?
It ain't just the thickness of Brock's arms, Cole. It's that great hand strength, that grip,
from all those years.
It's crazy. They still chanting Rocky for a minute. I think for a while they was like switching the crowd at the time too, like switching the the narrative because a lot of people was I'm sorry. Well, a lot of the time was like steering away from Rock because he went Hollywood and all as well too. Though we almost had like a double turn away, but not really because the Rock didn't turn face like automatic like Austin did against Hart. But yeah.
Of wrestling as an amateur.
The announcers highlighted the effect such an electric crowd had on the Great One, since it was a mixed reaction for the Brahma Bull, who became more intense and agitated the longer the match went.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. So here we go.
Some like The Rock, some like Brock Lesnar.
Heyman and
Paul Heyman deserve every bit of it. Hallelujah, there is a God.
Lesnar getting the win, Cole stressed how much of an impact Brock had made in such a short time, having just become the top talent in the industry in his first year on WWE programming.
And look out! Brock Lesnar has defeated The Rock. Brock Lesnar is champion.
Tazz and Cole's performance no doubt made Heyman proud after he backed them so strongly, as Paul worked hard with the duo to help make them such a brilliant announce team. Another classic from Heyman's time as head writer on SmackDown was the clash between Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit from the 2003 Royal Rumble. In what's considered as one of the greatest ever title matches in WWE, Angle and Benoit had been feuding on and off throughout the previous 2 years, but now it was time to have that big, knockdown, drag-out main event championship match. Cole and Tazz analyzed the similarities between the two competitors and how this truly was a perfect matchup. The announcers discussed how Chris was one of the few, if not the only talent that could match Kurt's intensity.
There is no athlete.
Yo, goatee Cole was underrated, man. Goatee Cole was underrated, man. You cannot deny that. So around the time he had a goatee, he was underrated as well too. I mean, of course, now he's the GOAT now, but during that time he was underrated. A lot of people like to. I said it because a lot of people used to talk trash about Cole. As half because the time this is when during the down era we was dealing with in WWE. He had Vince McMahon in his era. That wasn't helping at all. So there's that. But still, around this time, Attitude era. He was like to get his feet wet. But around this time, he was doing his thing, man. With the help of Heyman and Tazz, he was doing his thing, yo.
As Chris Benoit.
Oh, you're just the words out of my mouth, man. I think that Benoit is more intense than Kurt Angle, and that's one of the three eyes, intensity.
Yep.
Chris Benoit may be out wrestling Kurt Angle.
The bout was enjoyable to watch for Cole and Tazz. It was a constant back and forth submission.
Shout out to wrestling fans, but he doesn't for like another channels that don't go there about trying to steer away from anything with Benoit because of what happened as well. That's why I gotta give a little props to that though. So there's that.
Trading physical fight.
Who the hell has got the momentum right now?
I ain't got a clue. I'm just loving this.
Woo! That joke. He sold that too.
All the way through. Tazz lauded the thrilling technical contest, praise that was all the more relevant given the disgrace of a match that went on before between Raw's Triple H and Scott Steiner.
Man, this is awesome. Two men trying to out-wrestle each other, straight up, no outside interference, no shenanigans, tomfoolery, two guys going at it.
Cole even took the opportunity to stress how this type of action between Angle and Benoit could only be seen on SmackDown, and certainly not Raw, which was so bad at the time that the poor quality of the show was actually incorporated into their storylines.
And the only place you can see these two athletes is on SmackDown.
As we reached the end, Tazz put over the 5-star bout that was being contested.
I've been in some matches in my day, some battles, and I've witnessed a lot of them. I don't remember one this good.
Angle retained thanks to a grapevine ankle lock. This was one of those rare matches that got a standing ovation from the audience and the announcers.
Outstanding contest. Crowd to Cole.
The custody battle over Dominic between his fathers Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero is one of the best stories ever told on SmackDown. Each week it got more and more shocking, as Eddie revealed Dom was his biological son, after Guerrero was furious over losing 6 straight matches to Rey. This set up a ladder match at SummerSlam 2005, where the winner would receive custody of Dominic. Tazz sometimes sympathized with the heels, but even he was pulling for Rey due to Eddie's heinous manipulating behavior during the build.
He wants to ruin Rey Mysterio's family.
Just like I said with the Jim Ross and Jerry King one, if you are a piece of shit character, even the commentator who are with the heels most of the time is going to be against you as well too, man. No matter what. I mean, because like I said, wrong. As much they got, they gotta be biased with the heel at time. Wrong is wrong. When you go too far, even the heel commentator is gonna think you ain't shit for real.
Because Eddie Guerrero cannot get over the fact that he cannot beat Rey Mysterio.
Meanwhile, Cole shared some information from his personal life that really hit home given the nature of Mysterio and Guerrero's feud over Dominic.
I adopted both of my boys. Both of my boys I adopted. I understand what Rey Mysterio is going through.
With Dom watching on, Cole and Tazz put over how traumatic of an experience this was for the youngster.
And every time Rey hits that ladder, Dominic loses his breath. You can see Dominic suffering through everything that Rey Mysterio is going through.
But at the same time, the announcers sold the brutality of the match and how far Rey was willing to go for his son.
Can he do this? Rey Mysterio leaving it all in the ring, and that's what he's got to do.
He's doing it for his son.
Damn right he is.
That's why Rey's doing this. For the love of that little 8-year-old boy.
It was a happy ending as the commentators rejoiced when Rey got the win thanks to the help from Eddie's wife, Vicky.
Come on, Rey! Yes! Rey Mysterio has his son!
A rare face move for Vicky Guerrero.
This may be a reason why Cole goes so hard on Dominic in today's day.
Wow, the first time they actually had shown a video of them showing Rey unmasked behind CWE. We gotta say that because everybody know he was unmasked in WCW for a while before he went to WWE, but still.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah.
You guys like this?
Go back, hold up. I should have talked over that. Go back. But yeah, it's cool seeing that they showed that real quick.
Thanks to the help from Eddie's wife, Vicky.
Come on, Rey! Yes! Rey Mysterio has his son back!
This may be a reason why Cole goes so hard on Dominic in today's day.
I just said that. Didn't I just say that? I just said that earlier. That this is the reason why he went hard for Dominic, what he doing now. Just because I literally just said that, yo. Wow. Here we go.
You gotta be kidding me!
You guys let this kid get out of control.
This kid is an absolute piece of shit!
Every time. Yo. Every time. But yo, I know he's gonna have a warm, just like when Jim Ross was with Stone Cold, then when Stone Cold came babyface again, he had all love for him. Cole going to have some everlasting love for Dominic once he turned face, man. And I feel like it's on the verge of doing it, though, because there's some sites labeled as a tweet right now, because as of late, surprisingly, he's not getting them loud boos he's been getting as of late as well, too. He has to get some cheers, so I don't know if he's about to get kicked out of Judgment Day or Judgment Day about to turn face and kick out Finn, who knows, but either way, yeah, he's on the verge of being like an anti-hero soon, man. That's crazy, though. We used to boo the shit out of him around this time, but now he close to being an anti-hero right now. But yeah, but like I said, I said that shit earlier. That's why Cole was so passionate about it, because he was defending the hell out of Eddie, Dom with the whole situation with Eddie and Rey and everything, and then he was defending when when Dominic first got into the business on his own as well too. You know what I mean, joining his pops as well. So yeah.
The Big Show and Brock Lesnar's match from
yes.
the June 12, 2003 episode of SmackDown features one of the craziest possible endings to a wrestling show, which was further enhanced thanks to the hyped up commentary from Cole and Tazz.
Yes.
The match itself was brief but hard hitting.
Beat him down a little bit, soften him up. That's how you win a match, then get him in the ring.
Well, there was the mistake.
So it's the finish we all remember.
Probably the rarest time two big guys, because Brock wasn't big, he's just husky, not tall big, but he's big, that coexist each other because how things went, because for a while, if you saw the no chemistry video we had to, like a lot of the big guys did not have any chemistry, even Kane and Undertaker at times, so yeah.
Show attempted a chokeslam from the top rope, but was cut off and superplexed. This caused the ring to break as the crowd and commentators went absolutely nuts.
A 500-pound
Yup. Ever since they became a trademark with big shows for a while.
The ring was destroyed like this in WWE.
The ring just imploded!
It made for such an epic and iconic moment.
Oh my God! Trainers, EMTs, referees down.
The Undertaker vs. Kurt Angle from No Way Out 2006 was a match of the year WrestleMania main event level classic. Given the performers involved and their tenure on the blue brand, this was indeed a SmackDown dream match on pay-per-view. Before the bell, Cole noted how both men were at the top of their game.
The champion Angle, perhaps the best
you can't deny that at all.
The Undertaker, perhaps the best pure striker ever.
Angle completely dissected the ankle of the Phenom, which gained plaudits from Tazz, who was keen breaking down the psychology of Kurt's strategy, while also providing insight on the holds being applied.
This is a disadvantage for the Undertaker to have such long legs. The man's got gigantic long legs. There's so much room for Kurt Angle to put different leg locks.
The Hell's Gate, yo, I don't care. The Hell's Gate is underrated submission. I loved it, yo, for real, man. Oh, man.
The bout was comparable to the show-stealing WrestleMania streak matches Taker would go on to have over the course of the next 6 years. It was so good, Cole even whipped out his trademark "Oh my" catchphrase twice in the same sentence.
And look at Kurt Angle.
The contest had Cole and Tazz up out of their seats as Kurt had an answer for all of Taker's big moves.
Here we go! Right for the choke slam! Beautiful! Into the ankle!
Each time the Phenom went for one of his signature maneuvers, they would be countered into an ankle lock.
Gonna choke him out, it's only gonna roll through the ankle lock again! Unbelievable spin!
Angle was a man possessed, relentless in targeting the ankle and trying to make Taker tap out.
Going for the last ride! Kurt Angle in trouble!
Here we go, yo.
He's got that ankle again! The ankle lock again! This guy's unbelievable! Ankle stun!
Again, yo. Yeah.
The announcers hailed this as the greatest SmackDown branded main event of all time.
This battle is one for the ages, Cole.
Back when for a while they had like separated pay-per-views. They separated some of the pay-per-views for to be branded for Raw and SmackDown. It was crazy though. They did that for a while.
We knew it. We knew it. Be the greatest main event in SmackDown history.
The finish was similar to the only previous time Kurt had made Taker tap out back in 2002.
Taker trying to gain some leverage. Wait a minute.
Tapped out.
I think the Undertaker just pinned Kurt Angle.
Angle countered the triangle choke into a pinning predicament for the 3.
Here we go. And Kurt Angle kept it up. He hung on. Wait a minute. Look at this. Wait a minute. Kurt Angle pinned him.
But just like in 2002, fans weren't sure who won until referee Nick Patrick announced his official decision.
And still, world heavyweight champion.
I got a choke slam for this trouble. No one Undertaker.
Taker was pissed, but the match was outstanding and greatly enhanced by Cole and Tazz at the announce this.
I got your number.
He said, "Got your number." Ooh.
John Cena and JBL's feud in 2005 was set to end in the most brutal of
back when he was in face, man. I couldn't I'm saying that about John Cena right now because what he's doing right now.
Ways, courtesy of an I Quit match at Judgment Day. It was John's final big match before heading to Raw, where he'd officially be the top guy in the industry. So this was Tazz and Cole's last chance to put Cena over strong in what just so happened to be John's most violent and challenging battle to date. The announcers mentioned that since JBL was more suited to a brawling style, it was clever for John to wear him down in the beginning instead of coming out swinging.
Tazz, do you think this type of matchup benefits the
Is this the whole little match when the battle with the belts thing too? Cause and the John Cena's group introduced the spinning belt. JBL started wearing the original old the WWE title for a while until I think it's the match that they did the unification with it.
JBL more than it does the champion?
Absolutely, I do. I mean, John Cena is a ground-and-pound guy, but JBL, he's the consummate.
The slow start built to the barbaric violence that followed.
It's going against what I thought he would do, and he's taking
that
him down with a headlock, take down
no matter how you do it, you've got to wear him down so he doesn't have anything left and he has to say I quit.
With Cena badly busted open, Tazz urged John to quit, but Cole highlighted Cena's support from the fans and the importance of keeping the WWE title.
Just quit, man. These great fans don't want Cena to quit. Well, there's always tomorrow, man. You get a rematch or something. But this is what the title means to John Cena.
The foundations of John's never give up credo were laid in this match, but this was the night he gained a tougher and more physical edge to his character. JBL quit after Cena was about to destroy Bradshaw with a large pipe. However, true to the vicious nature of the stipulation and story being told, Cena hit him with it anyway.
I quit. He just gave his soul to John Cena.
Cole closed things out with a great call as Cena had conquered the wrestling god.
So it was a match that he catch both titles to stick with the spinner title. This is catching both titles now.
This guy for real.
At After an explosive first few months in WWE, Rey Mysterio began to have a torrid time. In storyline, he was screwed out of the Cruiserweight title at WrestleMania 19, and he'd been manhandled by super heavyweights. Mysterio also suffered 2 legit injuries during this period. For Rey, it was all riding on the June 5th, 2003 edition of SmackDown, where he got his rematch for Matt Hardy's Cruiserweight Championship in the show's main event. Mysterio was just 90 minutes away from his home in San Diego, and his family were in the front row.
This is the first time this was probably the first time we saw Dom, but probably why this also fueled the whole him calling him Debbie with all that. Look at that.
I'm not a fool. I'm trying to have a little fun, for God's sake.
Cole and Tazz put it all into perspective. Rey had already found success elsewhere, but victory here would be his greatest achievement thus far.
Mysterio's already in the class of the great cruiserweights.
Yes.
Cruiserweights like the great Sasuke, Dean Malenko,
Jushin Thunder Liger, and even Tiger Mask.
But Rey Mysterio told me earlier today that if he wins this title here tonight, it will be the crowning moment in an already shining career for Rey Mysterio.
Cole also detailed the recent troubles Mysterio had endured.
Think about the obstacles that Rey Mysterio's had overcome to get to this point. Mysterio lost to Matt Hardy at WrestleMania when Matt Hardy used the ropes to pick up the victory. Mysterio strapped to that stretcher.
Yeah, that was a crazy move right there. He
It was
did
an
that.
excellent match where Hardy targeted the previously injured groin of Rey. Mysterio, however, was willed on by the Anaheim crowd.
And so, Rey Mysterio! A springboard senton! This could be the turning point of the matchup!
Just listen to the reaction of this epic near fall.
Yup.
And here's the cover. It's a damn shame.
Yes.
And
Classy,
from
man.
nowhere, Rey sensationally got the roll-up victory to win his first Cruiserweight title in WWE.
Watch for the twist of
Yup.
fate. Look at Mysterio. Here's the cover. Shoulders down.
Yes. Woo.
It
Look
was a
how
joyous,
small
feel-good
Leah
ending as
was.
Mysterio celebrated with his little boy Dominic.
It's a night of emotions.
Very little Dominic, yeah. Very young Dominic,
A
yeah.
night of triumph.
After
Oh.
failing to break The Undertaker's WrestleMania undefeated streak in 2005, Randy Orton scored 2 big wins against The Phenom on pay-per-view. Their feud was set to end at Armageddon in Taker's speciality, Hell in a Cell.
The silhouette of the
course.
cell off the forehead of the Undertaker.
Yes.
Being Undertaker in this stipulation would make Orton the true legend killer. Cole and Tazz did a fantastic job relaying the story and bad blood between Orton and Taker.
Just imagine if you're Cowboy Bob Orton, you
Yup.
sit here and watch your son be put through hell, but Orton deserves it, man.
Well, you know what? Maybe Cowboy Bob Orton and Randy should have thought about it when they were setting the casket on fire
Yup.
with the Undertaker inside. Maybe they should have thought about it when they backed the car up to a dome and exploded.
He's in trouble.
Yo, bank.
Payback is hell.
The wrestlers
Shout-
battled each
Yo,
other
you
from
gotta
pillar
shout out
to
to
post in a
Cole
superb encounter.
supporting
Everyone
their
involved
faces.
in the action bled, including Cowboy Bob and referee Nick Patrick, who both ate right hands from Taker. And with
Yup.
each of them down, Orton forced an iconic kick out from the Phenom.
Are you kidding me?
Randy Orton, here's the
Feeding off the crowd, Taker
Yup.
nailed the tombstone to score the win and close out a barn burner of a Hell in a Cell.
Yup.
The end is near, I'm telling you.
And he just the way he's shaking. Yup. He was shaking. Yup.
Seeing Bob Orton and Nick Patrick get caught in the bloody crossfire really put over the dangers of the cell, as did Cole and Tazz, who were on
Yup.
top form for this one.
Randy Orton.
You gotta give props to Nick Patrick at times though. He's definitely a good referee, and you know that
Kurt Angle
sells.
vs Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 19 is
yeah.
infamous for the botched finish. We remember Tazz yelling,
Woo!
"Oh my God," as Lesnar came down on his
Yup. Woo! Yeah, that spot till this day. Woo! Yeah, that spot, yo, was wild, yo. That spot was a wild spot right there for sure, yo. Yeah. Right,
And Lesnar
man.
a few months later at SummerSlam 2003 was an even better match.
Here comes the pain.
Kurt
Yup.
dismantled Brock's ankle, which the challenger sold to perfection. Kurt had recently returned from a neck injury, while Brock had now become a sickening heel.
Oh,
and because of
yeah.
Lesnar's recent actions, Cole wanted him to lose, which was quite entertaining.
This is crazy that because around the time of WrestleMania, I think Brock was the face and Kurt Angle was the heel. I think now it's the other way around. Oh yeah, because he was going to shock Zach Gowen. And speaking of that, shout out to Zach Gowen doing this thing on AEW right now as well too with Ricochet. Yeah.
to hear on commentary.
There it is! The ankle lock is locked in! Brock Lesnar broke Zach Gowen's leg! Break his damn ankle, Kurt! Break his damn
Yup.
ankle!
Cole was then delighted to see Brock tap out in a match where Lesnar's ankle was pretty much hanging off by the end.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar deserved everything he got that
Yup.
Kurt also
Cole.
beat the hell out of McMahon, which Cole also enjoyed since Vince was trying to help Brock win.
Oh yeah. Because at the time, he was Brock started with Vince. Ew. Kind of aging crazy now because of what's been went down between Vince. But yeah, at the time, I remember that cage match when Brock turned back heel and he defected to Mr. McMahon and Manhill King Angle at the angle was like concerned about him.
Happy birthday, Vince!
Yup.
Who cares?
He said, "Who cares?" I love Cole and this Cole man.
Now, if you enjoyed this video,
Yup,
be sure to watch our
definitely
similar
watch
video on
that.
10 WWE matches JR and King made iconic.
Definitely check that one out as well too. You haven't, for sure, Both, shout out to Wrestling Flashback. Always come with the good shit, though. As always, though, this was a good, cool video to check out as well too. Definitely brought back some memories, though, of some Tazz and Cole iconic calls as well too. I wish they showed all so iconic moments as well too. Like other side from that, like I said, with stuff like Tazz stood up for Cole over Austin, beat him up, and Cole kind of had Tazz back when Kurt Angle attacked him for not joining going against ECW. Yeah, so they definitely had some great chemistry, just as much as they had with JR and King, though, for sure. So other than that, if you like my reaction, like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's your boy T-Bird signing off. One love. And always RP Sabu.